Hi, scholars. This is Miss C, and guess what time it is? It's reading time. We'll be working on our fluency throughout this lesson.
Materials.
So go ahead and put your thinking cap on. It is time to learn. We have 2 new learning targets for our lesson. Please follow along with me as I read them. Our first learning target says, I can identify the correct homophone, night or night, new or new, based on meaning and context. The second learning target says, I can read a text fluently, smoothly, with expression and meaning, rereading and self-correcting when necessary.
Transition song.
Can you tell the difference, the difference, the difference? Can you tell the difference when 2 words sound the same?
Word work.
Listen carefully while I read this sentence aloud. There are 2 words in this sentence that sound exactly the same but are spelled differently. Listen carefully for those words. It was a dark and stormy night, but the brave new knight knew he had to keep going. What words did you hear that sound the same? If you guessed night and night, you were correct. And if you noticed new and new, you are also right again. This sentence has 2 different pairs of homophones, or words that have the same sound but different spellings. What does this night mean? Knight, spelled with a silent K, means someone who battled enemies in the olden days or in fairy tales, as in this sentence. The knight rode to the cave to battle the dragon. What does this knight mean? Night, spelled with no K, means after dark, or the opposite of day. Like in this sentence, I went to bed early last night. Now we are going to figure out which night belongs in the blank. So make sure that you are listening closely. The blank put on his armor. My dad always takes our dog for a walk at blank. Can you help me figure out which night belongs in which blank? Let's look at the first blank together. The first blank seems to be about a person. Which night makes the most sense there? It has to be night, K-N-I-G-H-T. The next blank must be referring to a time of day when the dad walks the dog. Which night fits best here? If you thought N-I-G-H-T, you are correct. Remember our sentence? It was a dark and stormy night, but the brave new knight knew he had to keep going. We notice another pair of homophones, new and new. Let's explore. What does this new mean? New, spelled with a silent K, means the past tense of know, like in this sentence. When my teacher called on me, I knew the answer. What does this new mean? New spelled without AK means the opposite of old, as in this sentence, my new teacher is very kind. Let's figure out which words belong in the blank below. The blank girl at school already blank how to find the gym. Which new do you think belongs in the first blank? Well, the first blank seems to be about a person who may be unfamiliar with the school. So it would have to be N-E-W, new. Let's look at the second blank. Which new makes the most sense here? The next blank must be referring to knowing where the gym is. So we know it would be K-N-E-W, new. Great work, friends.
Transition song.
Can you read this fluently, smoothly, with expression, please? Can you read it smoothly, with expression and with meaning?
Fluency.
Now, let's practice reading our decodable reader, The Tale of the Knight's Nose. Make sure that you are reading with fluency. You got this. The king of the land of peace loved chocolate. For his birthday, the queen had a huge chocolate bar made for him. It was so big that it took 2 men to carry it. It was covered with a pretty gold wrapper. It smelled so good that he almost ate the whole thing, but decided to wait until the next day. He was still full from his chocolate birthday cake. He had eaten 8 pieces. That night, pirates came and stole the whole chocolate bar. A brave knight heard about the fate of the chocolate bar. He told the king he would do his best to locate it and bring it back here to the land of peace. The knight was very strong. He could see far into the distance and hear every tiny sound. But he didn't tell the king one thing. He couldn't smell. His nose just didn't work. The knight knew he would be able to see, hear, and fight the pirates. But how would he find the hidden chocolate if he couldn't smell it? The knight found the pirates. They were on the beach by their ship. They would soon sail away into the sea with the chocolate. The knight hid in the night, watching the pirates. He couldn't see the chocolate bar anywhere. If only he could smell it. Then he might be able to find it. Then his strong eyes saw a glint of gold, almost like the rays of sun. It was the chocolate bar wrapper. It was hidden in a hole in the ground. He snuck over to the hole. He was so strong, he was able to drag it away. The pirates never saw him. The knight returned to the land of peace and brought the chocolate bar to the king. The king was so happy that he shared a piece of chocolate with the knight. The king had a big piece too.
Closing reflection.
Which aspect of fluency do you want to work on? Would you like to improve on reading smoothly, with expression and meaning, or at just the right speed? Keep up the great work practicing your fluency. Don't forget to read for at least 20 minutes every single day, and I promise you are going to become a fluency master. I can't wait to see you next time.